Today, we stand with the hundreds of thousands of people that protested in Cape Town, in London, in Dublin, in Chicago. We stand with all those who successfully disrupted Israeli embassies, who successfully replaced the Zionist flag with our Palestinian flag. Today we stand on the left and just side of history. But more importantly, today we stand with those putting their lives on the line for justice. Today we stand with the 50,000 Palestinian youth, men, women, elderly, and children that marched through the West Bank yesterday, faced snipers, U.S.-made tear gas, and tanks to challenge the compromise of their inalienable rights, to challenge the notion that Palestinians don't matter, to challenge the narrative that Palestine is divided. Today, we stand with the millions of Palestinians in the West Bank, in Gaza, in 1948 Palestine, that resist apartheid and demand the recognition of their national identity, the rightful ownership of their native land, to all of historic Palestine, from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. The millions of Palestinians that demand their right of return and the right to a dignified life free of settler colonial occupation be recognized by all those in power, from the Palestinian Authority to the sellout Arab regimes to the racist apartheid state of Israel to the complicit and shameful U.S. government. Today, we stand as the San Francisco Bay Area residents to say no to Zionism. As the government sends billions of dollars of aid to Israel, supplies this racist, apartheid, violent, colonial state with weapons that are massacring our people as we speak in Gaza, destroying Palestine inch by inch, stealing more land, more natural resources, building more colonies on top of our hilltops, imprisoning our freedom fighters, imprisoning our children, force-feeding our political prisoners, bombing our mosques, our churches, our homes, our schools and hospitals. Over 100,000 Palestinians have been displaced in the last 10 days. 80% of Palestinians in Gaza are already refugees, internally displaced Palestinians. And once again, they find their homes demolished, their neighborhoods destroyed, and are left seeking refuge in UN schools that ultimately get bombed by Israeli military. But we will rebuild every home. We will replant every tree. For every lost freedom fighter, 10 will rise. What Israel is doing to Palestine today, ethnically cleansing an entire indigenous population, is not only done with the U.S. support of funding and weaponry, but also facilitated by the use of their very own highly sophisticated surveillance and repression technologies and practices. Technologies and practices that are exported all over the world and right here in our very own backyard in the Bay Area, as law enforcement, including the Oakland Police Department, the San Francisco Police Department, the Board of Supervisors, city council members, travel to Israel to learn how to better police and militarize our communities. In September, Israel will work with law enforcement agencies right here in Oakland to partake in Urban Shield, an institutionalized war game using anti-terrorism exercises to perfect their practice of policing, criminalizing, and militarizing communities of color. The end to apartheid is necessary for all of our well-being. So long as the Zionist state of Israel exists, so too will U.S. imperialism. So long as apartheid Israel exists, so too will the puppet Arab regimes. So long as Israel exists, so too will U.S. hegemony. The U.S., along with Israel, has maintained the economic devastation of the masses of Arab people. Together, they have repressed our political movements. They have enabled the occupation of Iraq, Afghanistan. They have facilitated the sectarianism throughout the Arab world. Colonialism, imperialism, Zionism have ruptured our communities as an unsustainable colonial project. We will make sure that Israel is exposed for its policy of ethnic cleansing. We will make sure that right here in the Bay Area, we boycott, divest, and sanction anything Zionist. From the everyday Israeli products such as sabra hummus, to the corporations that financially and politically support Israel, include funding racist organizations like the one across from us, like Victoria's Secret, to SodaStream, to Hewlett-Packard, to the cities that maintain diplomatic and economic relationships with the state of Israel, such as the